So it's safe to say Caitlin Clark's debut for NBA on NBC went well. Really, had a natural presence on the broadcast. She played a game of NBC with Jamal Crawford, a horse game, that is. But before it got started, lost the first game, won the next two. I don't know how you technically spin that. I mean, if it's a series, she won it, but she lost the first game, as she lamented. But nonetheless, she gets out there and gets on the broadcast and speaks on a myriad of issues, but she's funny, obviously. Caitlin Clark has a good sense of humor. We've seen that over the years, and
he admitted it himself, live on national television, conceding to the game's latest phenomenon. NBA legend Reggie Miller, standing beside Carmelo Anthony, acknowledged that Indiana's shooting hierarchy had been completely upended. "I'm the worst shooter in the state of Indiana now," Miller said, his tone blending humor with undeniable truth. "It goes Caitlin, then Tyrese, and then me." Coming from a Hall of Famer, this wasn't a casual quip. It was a seismic recognition of Caitlin Clark's immediate, commanding impact, vaulting her above a former league-dominating icon and cementing her unmatched status.
And speaks on a myriad of issues, but she's funny, obviously. Caitlin Clark has a good sense of humor. We've seen that over the years, and she pointed out one of the most notable things on the broadcast, which is the height disparity between her and Reggie Miller and Carmelo Anthony on the broadcast, which was the height disparity between her and the NBA players on set. I'm going to wear stilts next time you see her there with Carmelo and Reggie Miller. And that's with Reggie Miller saying he's the third best shooter in the state of Indiana right now.
There's a new shooter from Indiana. See, I'm the third best shooter.
The playful digs continued, with NBA icons Carmelo Anthony and Reggie Miller looming over her on the NBC set. Caitlin Clark, ever sharp, casually noted the obvious height difference, not as a complaint, but as a wry observation that highlighted the contrasting physical scale of men's pro basketball. Her remarks showcase her ease and confidence in any environment, subtly flipping the dynamic and making the NBA legends momentarily step into a world, rather than the other way around.
About the CBA, and one thing you have to like about it is Caitlin Clark was confident in her answer about that going into this make or break meeting on Monday.
The biggest moments the WNBA has ever seen. Looking forward into the future, what would you like to see happen as you come to a negotiation?
Well, honestly, I don't think it's just a big moment for the WNBA. I think all of women's sports, I think this is one of the biggest moments we've ever had. So, I feel very confident that we're going to get something done, and that's because we're in this moment because of the product we put on the floor. So we need to be able to continue to do that, and I know everybody's working really hard. There's a meeting tomorrow that's super important, and I truly do believe we're going to get something done here in the next couple of weeks.
Before serious basketball talk even began, Clark squared off with NBA legend Jamal Crawford in a game of horse. Though she lost the first round, her competitive fire quickly took over, winning the next two games to claim the series. This wasn't just a casual match. It was a showcase of her shooting skill and clutch execution against a seasoned NBA veteran. Her win, informal as it was, sent a clear message. She can compete with and defeat players who thrive at the highest levels of men's basketball, cementing her elite status.
So, obviously Caitlin Clark's voice, the biggest voice that can speak on this, because she's been the catalyst for the WNBA being in position for a transformative CBA, a change in salaries, the way that they're headed. So it's good to hear that she's confident. She's always expressed so much love around the league and what it can become and what it was and all of those things. But nonetheless, it's still got to be a deal that's done. So you can get to the WNBA draft later, after the free agency and after the expansion drafts. But hopefully, that's a good sign for WNBA.
Beyond the on-court fun, Clark commanded the spotlight when addressing the upcoming WNBA collective bargaining negotiations. Her confidence was unmistakable. "I feel very confident that we're going to get something done." This wasn't mere optimism. It was the authoritative voice of the league's brightest star, leaving no doubt about her conviction. Her steadfast belief in the WNBA's future highlighted her pivotal role in shaping the league's direction, projecting influence that often outpaces a drawn-out, fragmented negotiation seen in other professional sports.
Then there were some other topics hit up on the broadcast as well, including her wanting to play at Madison Square Garden that is where she was broadcasting from, the Knicks and the Lakers. It is a great arena. I've spent a lot of time in the Garden.
Lakers and the Knicks taking center stage here for the 302nd overall meeting. And for the first time ever, we've got basketball night in America, the first Sunday in February. And we're joined by our special correspondent. Welcome to the team, Caitlin Clark. Yes.
MSG for Knicks games is pretty cool.
I know, it's our first Knicks game, first time feeling the atmosphere. We got to get you to play on this court one day.
We have to talk to Matt Adam about that.
Can we make it mellow? Honestly,
She didn't treat the CBA as just a WNBA matter. Clark boldly broadened its importance, declaring, "I don't think it's just a big moment for the WNBA. I think of all of women's sports." With those words, she raised the stakes, framing the negotiations as a defining moment for an entire athletic movement. It was a strategic, powerful statement that went beyond league lines, challenging the male-dominated sports narrative and positioning women's sports as a unified, unstoppable force, one on the brink of historic breakthroughs, with Clark leading the charge.
The Liberty would never play in Madison Square Garden if you know the dynamics between the Knicks and the Nets in the city. She also talked about an NBA player that she models her game or patterns her game after, and this is going to make some fans upset.
it's your first Knicks game, but I know you watch the league, you love ball, like you just watch the game. Is there a player or someone you watch even more specifically because there's things in his game maybe you would want to add to yours in the league?
Man, I think Luka. Luka's amazing and he's incredible. I think the way he can not only score the ball, but also the way he passes. And I think the thing about him is he's not the fastest, he's not the most athletic, but he can get his defender to move where he wants him to go, and he takes up that space, and he doesn't.
We're in this moment because of the product we put on the floor. Clark made it clear that the WNBA's rising influence in negotiations stems directly from the talent and dedication of its players. Her words were an undeniable assertion of player agency, quietly pushing back against narratives that overcredit executives or external forces. The message was unmistakable. The athletes are the engine behind the league's growth, a reality that commands respect, fair compensation, and the potential to reshape power dynamics across professional sports.
Well, you got that right.
So, that's funny because the reason I said it could make some people mad, Stephanie White had notably on a broadcast talked about how I think it was when Luka was back on the Mavericks, they in a way played, faster and more together, or the ball popped more. I think that's what it was, the ball moved more without Luka out there. So Clark referencing Luka with some of the stuff around her and Stephanie White, and the butting heads narratives from last year will be amusing. But, again, Caitlin Clark just playing basketball is important, and she did hit on that as well, and continues to discuss Team USA. You can see how big a focus that is for her.
Clark's take on the WNBA's rise was explosive. She reminisced about attending Minnesota Lynx games as a kid, then painted a striking picture today. Essentially every arena is sold out. This wasn't just commentary. It was a declaration of unprecedented commercial success, much of it fueled by her own influence. Her words drew a sharp line between past struggles and present triumphs, serving as a powerful, undeniable testament to the league's value and growth potential, an achievement few can claim to have shaped so directly.
Playing basketball is important, and she did hit on that as well, and continues to discuss Team USA. You can see how big a focus that is for her.
2 years into the professional career, year 3, the evolution of Caitlin Clark's game is what?
It's funny because I was just looking back at some old videos from when I was at Iowa, and I can just tell how much my body's changed, but I think in a good way. You have to be stronger. It's a much more physical league. So I think that, and then obviously I only appeared in 13 games last year. So more than anything, I'm just itching to get back out on the court and kind of feel like myself again. And I've been putting in a lot of hard work, and I got USA basketball coming up, so looking forward to that too.
Yeah, I was happy to see you.
Yes, sir,
Reggie.
The league's rapid expansion underscored her point. 2 new teams have already pushed the WNBA to 14, with a bold target of 18 in the coming years. Clark spoke with the confidence of someone witnessing history, noting, "Business is booming, as viewership and player demand soar. This growth, driven in no small part by her impact, reflects a proactive league challenging the status quo and widening its reach." She highlighted a stronger-than-ever talent pipeline, with college players transitioning seamlessly to the professional level. "The talent just keeps getting better," she said, pointing to the constant influx of elite athletes elevating competition across the league. Her insights painted a picture of sustainable growth, where collegiate systems fuel a rising professional game, cementing the WNBA as a must-watch for any basketball fan. Acknowledging her unique influence, the interviewer identified Clark as a driving force behind the WNBA's transformative CBA, noting that her voice carries unmatched authority on the topic. This wasn't mere flattery. It was a clear recognition of her central role in the league's most critical negotiations, with her confidence signaling to fans and stakeholders that the WNBA's brightest star is fully invested in shaping its revolutionary future. Looking ahead, Clark set her sights on a dream that echoed through Madison Square Garden, where the broadcast took place. "We've got to get you to play on this court one day," Carmelo Anthony urged, and Clark eagerly agreed, expressing her ambition to bring a fever game to the iconic arena. This wasn't just personal aspiration. It was a bold declaration of the WNBA's ability to fill legendary NBA venues, challenging the notion that such stages belong only to men and showcasing her power to transcend traditional boundaries. Her excitement for the atmosphere was evident. "Knicks fans are crazy," she exclaimed, "and I love it. I love people that are passionate about basketball." This insight revealed Clark's deep connection to the raw energy of passionate fans. No matter the team, her ability to instantly resonate with such fervor highlighted her star power, suggesting she alone could draw an NBA-level crowd and further elevate the WNBA's presence on the grandest stages. She also demonstrated a sharp grasp of New York basketball dynamics, joking that the Liberty, now in Brooklyn, probably wouldn't want to play at Madison Square Garden, a witty acknowledgement of the Knicks-Nets rivalry and the business reality surrounding the Liberty. It was a subtle, intelligent moment that showcased her as not just an elite player but a keen analyst, attuned to narratives even seasoned broadcasters might miss. When asked which NBA player she models her game after, Clark surprised many by choosing Luka Doncic. The pick was unconventional, yet her reasoning revealed a deep understanding of basketball IQ and court mastery. She praised Doncic not for speed or athleticism, but for his ability to manipulate defenders and control space, insights that reflect her cerebral, nuanced approach to the game. Clark's focus on skill, strategy, and mental acuity over raw athleticism sent a subtle yet powerful message about what truly defines basketball greatness. She challenged the common NBA narrative that elevates sheer physical gifts, advocating instead for a cerebral, artful approach to dominating the court. The interviewer pointed out that her choice of Luka Doncic might ruffle some feathers, recalling Stephanie White's past comments that the Mavericks sometimes function better without him, adding a playful edge to Clark's endorsement and highlighting her willingness to speak candidly, even amid controversy. Her authenticity resonates with fans while sparking conversation across the league. Turning to her own development, Clark reflected on her physical evolution since college, noting the need to get stronger to thrive in the WNBA's more physical environment. Her candid remarks underscored the league's intensity and athletic demands, dispelling outdated notions and affirming that women's professional basketball requires grit, strength, and elite conditioning. Her dedication goes beyond personal growth, as Clark expressed her excitement for USA Basketball. "I got USA Basketball coming up," signaling her commitment to representing her country on the global stage. This focus highlights both her drive for excellence and the rising influence of American women's basketball, with her participation reinforcing the WNBA's role in shaping elite international talent. Despite her rapid rise, she admitted, "I'm just itching to get back out on the court and kind of feel like myself again," revealing a raw, unwavering passion for the game that transcends individual accolades. Beyond the headlines and record-breaking feats, her greatest desire remains simple: to play basketball healthy and at her peak, a sentiment every true fan can relate to. Clark's NBC debut was an undeniable triumph, a masterclass in charisma and insight. From playfully besting an NBA legend in halls to confidently guiding the conversation on the WNBA's groundbreaking future, she exceeded every expectation. Her wit, deep understanding of the game, and unshakable confidence left a lasting impression, not just on the broadcast, but on the narrative of professional basketball itself. She didn't just participate, she reshaped the dialogue, proving her impact on the league and women's sports is only beginning, leaving everyone eager to see which norms she'll challenge next.